Welcome back, all of our loyal cellar dwellers and hedonistic glory hole visitors.
That's right, fuckers. Do it because it feels good.
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta stick it where the pleasure is.
Just put it in.
I have a thread exploring reasons some of you guys have excused bussing down a lady with a ring on it.
I don't think I would fuck married women. I just don't think I've reached that level of scumbag.
That level of scumbag.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
But wait, what she look like though?
And that could play a role in it.
It definitely
But there's
could.
other reasons, and they've given them to us.
Ooh,
so let's see.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so it's men who have slept with married women. Tell us what made you do it. First one is they had filed for divorce and legally separated.
That doesn't count.
But legally the divorce had not been finalized until 6 months later.
It doesn't
So for
matter.
6 months they were fucking a married woman.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, it's a bit of a but what if they were going back and forth in that time? In that 6 months?
No, because they're separate. They're not together. That doesn't count. Whoever wrote that is lame.
Okay.
You don't count towards society. Your opinion doesn't matter.
Good take. Another one was I was horny, lonely, going through a dark, self-destructive phase, and they came on to me.
And you just want to drag that family down with you? Huh? Imagine your wife getting bent over and bred by me.
Some people could be into that.
Exactly. I might spit in her mouth.
Y'all heard of them cucks?
Ooh, God. We don't want to talk about cucks yet. We'll get into cucks later.
That's for later. We're
for
sticking
later.
to this.
Sticking to the script.
There was more to what he was saying.
Oh, continue.
In this. He said, piece of shit move for the piece of shit person I was. No excuses.
Oh.
He rationalized it at the time by saying, I'm not pursuing her. She's throwing herself at me. Her husband is a piece of shit.
Yeah. Because if he was doing his job, she wouldn't be out looking for other dick.
Maybe. But also, some people just kind of suck.
That's true.
I mean, there's just some pieces of shit out there. Like, you can't always rationalize the decisions people make.
True, I'm a known cheater.
Exactly.
I don't mean to do it. I just find myself in precarious situations.
It's just who you are.
Whoa. Precarious situations.
Yeah, the kind of person that finds himself in precarious situations.
Imagine I go out and somebody just throws their hand on my penis and I'm like...
You know, damn, that's nice.
I get all fucking...
Okay, another one said, she hit on me. It was the first time a woman actually made a move on me. I wanted to be wanted.
Oh, the want to be wanted is very...
That one is kind of sad.
That's more for women.
Yeah. They're like, I want to feel desired.
But at the same time, man was not made to lie alone.
But I also feel like men kind of go through a thing where, like, women don't typically make the first move. So when a woman makes the first move, you're like, oh, you desire me. You're complimenting me. Oh,
Facts.
my God.
You seen that video when dude was with his girlfriend? She put her hand on his thigh and he farted?
I did not see that, no.
It be like that sometimes. Not for me.
Crazy.
Not for me. If a lady puts her hands on me...
You're not ripping ass. No. You couldn't do it.
Well,
Kill the vibe.
You want me to pull it out?
You want me to pull it out? And by it out, he means ripping ass.
And we're going into 2025, so just so you guys know, I would actually say something like, can I pull this out?
Would it be fully okay with you if I whipped it out right now?
Yes, and I would be very... Would you like me to pull my penis out of my pants right now in front of you? Is that okay?
Would you want to be able to see it, or should I do it with my back turned to you?
Yes, and once it is out, you know, suck that shit.
And, you know, every ounce of respect has just left that.
What do you mean? You don't need to have
You want to suck that shit?
You don't need to have self-respect to fuck somebody.
I wasn't talking about self-respect. I was talking about the way you were talking to her.
First of all, I had an ex. No one said to me, I was like, you know, when I was swiping on Tinder, I was like, he's cute, and I'd fuck that guy.
Was that not what you swiped for?
But that touched my soul. When I heard it, I was hurt. We were deeply in love at the time. I was like, you just wanted to fuck me?
Well,
that's all, you know, I was like, I want to get to know her. You just wanted to fuck
me? Hey, whatever opened the door, open the door. Don't get caught up on that shit.
I'm hung up. God damn it.
Grow up. No. Okay, the other one was she was in an open relationship with her husband, but apparently the husband didn't think his wife would actually do it. and intended to just have fun by himself. So he was very mad at us when he learned about
That's one of those situations like, oh yeah, we can see other people. And you think that she's not going along with it, and she's just
you think she's like so hung up on you, she's not going to try anything else out.
She's just out here getting split in half. I couldn't come home to that.
That would be awful, honestly. But also, like, I don't know, what a hypocrite.
And I think like guys would do it more so for the purpose of somebody they're interested in, where girls like, I got somebody ready.
They're just like, well, this one's been wanting me for like a year and a half. I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, then you're at home waiting for dinner, and then
then she's getting fucked.
Yeah, and she just walks in at fucking 11:30. It's like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm gonna hop in the shower. Like, bitch, where you been?
Where you been?
What the fuck are we doing?
Oh no,
that is not okay.
And you see, at that point, don't be married. Don't be together.
Divorce.
Simply. Because what are you doing?
Divorce, and then I feel like you have to fight him at that point.
No, you don't have to fight him.
Yes, if your wife is coming home late, at that point we gotta fight. I'm leaving her anyway, but out of my own pride, we gotta fight. God forbid you lose.
Oh, see, but why would you open yourself up to the opportunity to lose?
God forbid you lose.
In my kind of like sense of
and she can't see you.
I'm not gonna try to fight anything. If something pisses me off, I'm just walking away. I don't care.
Oh, fuck that.
I'm not fighting anyone over shit. I don't care.
Imagine you have an open relationship. Your wife's getting clarded. Just getting nailed. Just getting nailed to the cross.
All right, well, if you have a problem with that, don't be in an open relationship.
No, but I'm saying, she's getting nailed, and then she just completely disregards you. Like, this is a separate thing. I'm going to come home when I feel like it.
Bitch.
Exactly. Surely the fuck not.
Well, that's something you'd have to discuss if you were in an actual open relationship.
It's not for me. I mean, on my end,
clearly not.
My end, I could do it. But
I'm sure.
I can't give you a kiss, and you're just getting pinned down and just taking all that.
Yeah, so it's hypocrisy, is what I'm hearing.
No, it means I'm against open relationships. Okay, it's not hypocrisy.
You're against open relationships for the other person in the relationship.
I'm against it, period.
Okay.
That doesn't mean I don't get around in my spare time.
Well, it's spare time.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're in your spare time, it doesn't fucking matter.
Burn that shit.
Okay. This next one, I don't know where this one's going. I haven't read this one yet, guys. But
is it juicy fruit?
It said, I don't know. We'll see. It said, damn same. I got dumped by the girl I loved.
Whoa. You're not going to let the fuck. You said damn same?
Damn same.
I bet he meant damn shame.
No, he said same.
Damn shame. It has to mean shame.
Okay, maybe. Got dumped by the girl I loved, and her husband cared more about his job than her. Ew. I had to break it off because it just so didn't feel good.
Okay, skip him. He's stupid.
Yeah, he sounds dumb.
Please,
actually.
if you guys are sending...
You're not being included because you're stupid,
If you're sending in any comments or responses, please don't be stupid.
Yeah, use proper grammar. Like, you can just look it up.
Or you can chat GPT your shit. Like, what are we doing?
Grammarly. Some shit like that.
Use something.
Figure it out.
Yeah, there's tons of aids for stupid people.
Yeah, I can't read your shit grammar. It makes me mad.
So, Grammarly, chat GPT, you want to sponsor us? We can promote to the dumbasses of the world.
Well, I think this is a great one, actually, to cut it off on.
Ooh.
This man just said, a starving man isn't going to pass up stolen food.
God. Okay.
Crazy fucking take, actually.
Damn. I feel that.
The man just sounds desperate, though.
You don't have to be desperate to do a good deed.
A good deed? It's a good deed
sometimes
to fuck a married woman?
Sometimes those women need it.
Fair enough.
Sometimes they need it.
You know, honestly, I am on that side, though, because fuck that man. Yeah, what was he doing?
What if she's like a step away from poisoning her husband to get that life insurance policy?
Yeah, and your dick is like the thing between that.
And then you just see her one day, you make a compliment, she's like,
be
okay.
like, oh, you look cute today. She's like, I'm not going to kill my husband tonight.
Yeah, you're a fucking superhero because you just saved his life.
And that's like a crazy way to spin it, but I fuck with it, and I think it works. I think it works really well, actually. Because maybe you did save the man's life. That's a weirdly optimistic viewpoint to take.
You gotta be optimistic, you know? Take the positive in things.
I'm not particularly optimistic in general, but hey, let's go.
Optimism is food for the soul.
For the soul?
For the motherfucking soul.
I mean, yeah. Until you're disappointed again and again. But anyway.
We don't get disappointed because we look at the worst of people.
See, different take for me. I look my best. Constantly disappointed. Okay. Yeah.
That was a very good thread. I'm glad you shared it. And you know, that brings us to today's topic.
Okay.
A little lie never hurt anybody.
Is that true, though?
Have you ever told a lie to get yourself out of some shit?
Constantly.
Ooh, what's the juiciest one?
Many. Juiciest, I don't know. The most of the lies I told was when I was, like, in high school. I just, like, lying to my parents.
What'd you lie to your parents about?
Well, if they ever hear this, they're going to be pissed. They still don't know this one.
Just share it.
The house that I was constantly hanging out was not my friend's sister's house.
Oh my gosh, she was getting dick down.
No.
Save my ears.
Her sister did not fucking live there. No. I'm pretty sure there was crack in that house at some point. Definitely shouldn't have been there. Horrible situation to be in, but yeah, that one still stands for today, because I'm not... How do you bring that up in conversation? Be like, oh yeah, I was lying to you for months.
You know, sometimes you're going through growth and you're trying to discover yourself. And in that time, I may have lied to you. It doesn't mean I love you any less or respect you any less at all. But a lie is sometimes necessary.
I mean, sometimes you tell lies to protect yourself, but other times it's to protect the other person.
True that.
Yeah. You think you're sparing their feelings.
And that's important.
Yeah. I get that.
As you know, we can't say names. I think I remember telling you maybe one time about an ex that I was with. You know, swiping on Tinder, matched with this girl who actually lives, turns out down the street from her. Felt like it was a setup. Because at the same time, I felt like this certain ex was trying to catch me for months in some shit. Because I feel like sometimes I just give off that vibe without knowing it.
Well, if it's who you are, you can leave that vibe off.
But anyway, go to meet up with this girl. Whole time, I'm just like, oh, God, she's going to be out doing some shit and see my car. And, she texted me, like, what are you doing?
And what were you doing?
The dumbest of responses. I'm rededicating myself to the Lord today, and I'm getting baptized as we speak.
Fucking insane.
2:00 in the morning.
You simply weren't.
2:00 in the morning, crossfaded, dumb.
Yeah, you were not being baptized.
Was not.
In the slightest.
Was not. No. I was face first into some pum. Because ladies love a good eater, and this face is all for it. Love a good eat session. All fucking day.
All fucking day.
All
wow.
Fucking day.
Okay. So, is that like the worst lie you would tell? Saying that you're being baptized?
I think it's one of the most ridiculous.
Maybe the worst quality.
But there are...
But like the worst lie in general, what would be...
Worst lie I would tell?
Yeah.
What am I trying to get myself out of?
I guess that depends.
I'm bringing anybody in. I've texted my brother a couple of times and like, hey, I need you to vouch for me. Pretend you're this person, vouch for me.
Ooh.
Need it.
Damn.
Or, sometimes when you go see a girl who's not what you thought she was going to be, you do a little quick link up.
You need a call to get you out of it?
Call me and tell me that you need me.
Oh, my sister every time.
My little brother every fucking time. I'm like, ayo, my brother.
The siblings always come in handy for that shit.
I put it on speaker. I'm like, oh, wait, y'all fighting who? I'm there. I say nothing. Shoes on, I'm out.
My immediate thing is, you have to call me, sound like you're crying.
Oh, my God. Please don't bring tears around me. I don't respect people's tears.
Clearly.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Well, you're saying you don't, so clearly.
It sounded a little personal, okay?
No, that's not personal.
Let's keep the personal in the back seat.
I have zero personal issues here.
All right, so I have a Reddit thread for you guys on the worst lies that some of you guys have told your exes.
Oh, this is going to be crazy, isn't it?
For me, it hasn't... Oh, this bitch is stupid.
Oh, this one's sad. Wait, you know the first one?
Her intro is stupid. Just completely stupid. For me, is that he wasn't checking out naked women on social media. And I think he likely cheated.
Okay, well, if he cheated, that's one thing. But, if he's just looking at naked women on social media...
That's like watching porn. I don't think that's...
No, this is a really hot take. Because a lot of bitches be thinking that's cheating. Me personally, no.
No, porn's cheating.
I do it, and I wouldn't call that cheating.
Porn's cheating.
A lot of women will say that that's cheating.
For what? If I'm only creaming your crop, what the fuck are you complaining about?
Yeah, you're not touching the porn stars because you never could.
Facts.
Simply. So, like, what's the issue?
I mean,
I guess it's like a personal boundary for them. Not one I'd have, but hey, y'all live it.
Then how about you come fuck me daily and wake me up with some head, and then we can consider me changing things that I might do.
And now that's a bad
private.
take. That's a bad take.
That's a bad take?
Yeah. That's like transactional. Okay. You're like, you have to fuck me more if you don't want me to step out.
No,
with you
okay. What if it's something
way?
you're already doing? And you're like, okay, I go on a couple of dates. I might watch some porn here or there if I'm bored of shit. No, say like every fucking 2-3 weeks. Like, pop some on.
Not a bad idea.
Whack one out. And then we start dating, and then you catch me beating, and you're like, oh my God, you're cheating on me. I'd be like,
that's stupid.
Bitch, the door.
Was I there? No.
Facts.
Was I in the film?
Exactly.
No.
All right.
That's a really hot take, though.
Worst lie ever told from an ex? That she loved me.
Oh, that's sad. Hey, that's... This is not the lighthearted shit I thought we were going to hit. Like, I thought these were going to be fucked up, but that's just sad. That makes me want to cry.
That's fucking hurtful.
Well, you know what, man? Maybe she did love you.
Fake it until you make it. Cover your feelings with lies.
Never be honest.
Never.
Bitches don't deserve it.
All right. That he won't break up with me first.
Oh, they always say that.
I think that's bullshit. Why would anybody promise that? Because I get the ick easily. I'm ready to leave.
No, but it's such a common statement of, if this ever ends, you're going to be the one ending it.
Yeah. Well, no. I think for me, that's just not a true statement. I don't leave. I just might change my personality, or I might start doing things that indicate I've already left.
Oh, so you're a pussy.
So I may have left in terms of action.
You emotionally leave, but you don't physically leave until they physically leave you.
If you physically leave me, I'm going to cry. I'm like, baby, don't leave.
See, that one just hits me because I think I accidentally did that.
Oh my God. Pieces of shit we are.
Sorry, guys.
God, we have to do so much better. Yeah. Oh, this touches back your thing. He had a porn addiction for 6.5 years.
Oh.
While we were together. This gave him erectile dysfunction since the first months, and he just stood there as I was a paying therapist, proposing things as an open relationship, blame myself, etc. for us to have a healthy sex life. It's lying by omission, and this addiction rots the brain, so it escalated to compulsive lying and cheating. So basically, this man watched so much porn, he couldn't fuck you.
Yeah, he couldn't fuck you anymore, and you got a therapist?
She's trying to fix him, like, and she even offered up open relationships. She's like, you know what? If it's me, maybe you should try someone else. She loved that man. Whoever you are out there.
That's insane.
How much dick beating were you doing?
Yeah.
That's just unhealthy.
And he just, he had like that crazy fucking grip on it. Anyway.
Stop strangling your meat, guy.
Be gentle.
At the same time, if a woman loved me like that,
that's insane. That's an insane level.
Go and fuck someone else, boy.
Just try someone else. If that doesn't work, we can get a therapist. Bitch, stand up.
I need that type of loyalty in my life.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'd love that kind of shit. I'd abuse the fuck out of that.
I would.
Oh.
I would be.
You bitches would never know peace.
The amount of cheeks I would be grabbing. Pause.
I'd be like, you know what? I don't think this one worked, but I'm going to try another one, and then I'll get back to you.
So much would be done in that
and then
time.
I'll get... That's crazy.
Fuck that.
That one's kind of fucked up, though. It's a little sad, though, because she was, like, clearly very much, like, in it.
Yeah, so what about this one? We'll always be in each other's lives.
That one's, like, sweet if you really mean it.
I feel like
But sometimes that shit's just toxic.
I feel like you always mean it, but the way you're in people's lives just doesn't work.
Yeah, you can mean it at the time, but things change over time.
Exactly. That's why I tell people
months can go by, you're like, oh.
That's why I tell people all the time when things end. They're like, can we still stay friends? Fuck no.
You're like, for now, maybe.
No, I say no.
Fuck no.
No. female friends is a no for me because
that's a red flag.
No, you know my thing. I'm like, either we fucking or we something.
And that's a red flag.
That's not a red flag.
That's very much a red flag.
No, because
universally that's a red flag. He can't have just female friends. No, it's one thing if you can't have female friends that you have fucked. That makes sense.
No, the thing is,
but just in general.
No, the way I talk to people and the way I connect with people, there's always this sexual tension. So if I'm with
just think everyone wants to fuck you.
No.
Sorry, guys.
I'm just always in positions where, who I am and the things we had are always a thing that's always a constant. So when it comes to
but if you were to come up on someone that like you never had any of that with and you don't want any of that with, you still wouldn't be friends with a woman?
I don't think that comes into play. I'm not talking to some woman that I have no intentions of like smashing.
Red flag. That means you don't see women as people.
That doesn't make any sense at all. What she's trying to do...
These bitches know what I'm talking about.
...is assassinate my character. Mm-hmm. I love it. I respect
I think
women.
that's just like a hot... That's not like a hot take, but that's like a... That's a talking point that people hit on. They're like, oh, if he doesn't have female friends, that's a problem.
It's a problem?
Yeah.
It's a problem? Okay.
Or if he's not willing to have female friends.
All right.
Say there's like an ugly bitch, but like y'all have similar personalities. You're not going to be friends with her?
Let's put it this way. Okay, the last person I was talking to, you know very well. With you being probably like my closest female friend, or like, I guess I consider you that.
Yeah.
She actively hated you for that reason.
Yeah.
Because women view men like having female friends like, y'all fucking. She already came with that approach.
I think some will view that. I don't think I would view that. Maybe I should have.
But you know how I'm with women. Like,
yeah, hold on.
Me with women is like a touchy relationship. Like, I'm goofy. Like, I'm gonna
keep
like.
Keep your hands to yourself. What do you mean? You can control that.
I can.
Oh yeah. I mean, I get your take on that.
I get a little handsy, respectfully, consensually.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like I did just attack you, but that's just like that's one of the very strong viewpoints I have is like, oh, if he's not willing to be friends with a woman, just friends, like, do you view them as people?
Well, it depends, because like in certain instances, like, well, if it's somebody you've been fucking, you have an emotional connection with,
then it's gonna be really hard.
Yeah, because I can't be your friend. Meanwhile, you're just out here getting bent like Beckham.
Yeah, that's impossible.
It's hard. It's
not impossible, but it's really difficult, like emotionally.
And I think some people would say like, "Oh, well, you just don't have high self-esteem." Or attribute some way to that was like,
or like the ego.
Yeah,
like you feel like you're bruised. You know?
Yeah, like sometimes you just have really close connections with somebody, and
you don't want to see
the thought. Yeah, the thought of them with someone else would just hurt.
And that makes sense for sure.
And it's okay to be hurt, people.
But I do think it's a little odd to not have like a singular person of the opposite sex that you're just like friends with platonically.
Well, for me, it's a weird thing because, the women I talk to, like, outside, like, if they're not family, like, the women I talk to,
yeah,
we fucking.
But I will also say that it is hard to make just, like, friends in general. Like, randomly.
Not even from the friend perspective. I mean, well, I think it would have to be a woman that friend zoned me, but if I get friend zoned by a woman, I'm just not talking to you.
Your ego's hurt.
I said nothing about ego. I said it. And this is why you know nothing about what you're talking about.
Maybe I don't. I'm open to that. I'll learn. Okay. Jeez. What are the other ones?
The other ones? This is your home. I'd never throw you out. Attempted to throw me out 1.5 weeks later after breakup. I've just got low libido at the moment. With withdrawing intimacy due to having doubts. I'm open to reconciliation and starting again in the future. Had actually lost all romantic feelings for me. So this is all the same person. So the person she was fucking, tough. They couldn't get up for him. Moved on. Told her, hey, I'm not going to put you out. This is your home.
Yeah, this is your home.
OG gaslighter. Can we get a round of applause for you?
I don't think we should be clapping.
I don't know. I feel like the toxicity in me, I'm like, ayo.
I do have like a weird 50-50 where I'm like, fuck you for being toxic, but also I'm so impressed by you right now. It's very good. I need to learn your methods.
I need to learn a run game like you.
It's a very weird 50-50 on that one. It's like, your morals and just like that's kind of cool.
So, you know, it's just...
It's a little fucked.
It is.
A little fucked with the back and forth.
A little fucked.
Piss me off.
And we're... Shut the fuck up. And we're back to finish you guys off with a nice, wet, silky smooth, similar to Inside the Mouse Skin-esque dilemma. I mean, it's gonna feel good everywhere.
Okay, well, that was quite the description. I have a dilemma, and I'll read it to you guys. It's from someone. It says, so I had a quote-unquote relationship a few months ago with someone that I love very much. Girl X. That's in parentheses, by the way. For reasons that I won't specify, things end up ending, and I moved on. Jumped into a couple of relationships. I've always had the thought process of transferring feelings in order to never self-destruct from the hurt. Oh, message number 1, bitch, get therapy. Anyway, I found someone, Girl Z, that for the first time in a while makes me feel love again.
Oh.
While we had an issue, I reconnected with Girl X and we picked up where we left off. Okay. Critique there. If you're having an issue and you're seeking something else out, also, get fucking therapy.
But what if he really missed that other person and he didn't like where things left off?
Sounds like a him problem. Anywho.
Oh, God. No sympathy for the weak.
I mean, you know what? You can have sympathy, but if you're looking at it from like a clear right and wrong perspective, handle things differently.
He thought things were fucking, you know.
Yeah.
Finished.
Anywho. Okay, at the time, I thought things wouldn't work out. But once they started trending in the right direction, this complicated relationship was matched up against what I felt for someone else.
Ooh.
I was forced to make a choice, and it didn't feel good. I don't want to hurt anyone. I love them both. What should I do? Get fucking therapy. Don't ask like Reddit or some shit what you should do. Ask a licensed professional. Work through your emotions and also work through the feeling that you need to constantly transfer feelings, because if you don't have someone, you'll self-destruct. Weird.
Stop being angry with people who are asking for real help from unlicensed professionals.
But that is real help. You should work through that feeling that you can't be alone and that you will self-destruct if something ends.
Wait. He didn't say any of that.
Okay, transferring feelings in order to never self-destruct from the hurt is a sense of I cannot be alone. And if you feel like you're going to self-destruct from the hurt, you need to work on better coping mechanisms other than jumping into something else. Like, that's not going to be good for you in the long run.
Maybe they don't want to face the hurt.
Well, that's fair. But also work through why you don't want to face the hurt. What's that hurt?
Wait. You said, why do normal people not want to face any hurt? Because hurt
they don't like
hurts. Nobody likes hurts. That's not a bad thing.
But if you're panicking so bad that you feel like you can't face the hurt, that you're willing to jump into anything, then like
I think
clearly you're handling hurt worse than other people.
I think this person is looking for love. And I think if I were this person, I would stop mentioning or complicating things. I would tell neither person about the other. And I would just continue with things until I knew what decision, what suited me best or what was going to be best.
Yeah, it's not really a bad decision.
It's not.
At the end of the day.
As long as, both sides stayed out of each other's ways.
Yeah.
I'm playing both sides of the field.
I mean, there is something in dating where you can explore your options.
Exactly, but I would just make sure that...
Well, not closing any door, but it can get messy.
Yeah, you just keep them separate and, share your tongue with the masses.
With the masses sounds a little...
With the masses.
Sounds a little yucky, but I kind of get what you're saying, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a bad move, necessarily.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's not the best.
I believe in his intentions and his fact that he loves both and doesn't want to hurt anyone. Because you never want someone to feel like, oh my God, so you thought this person was... I thought we had something special here.
But I also think sometimes, like, in a situation, not trying not to hurt someone only hurts them more.
That sounds... How?
Well, I think it's like you're avoiding the painful state. Right? Like, in that situation, you would be avoiding telling one of them that they aren't enough, necessarily.
But what if
that's not what you're saying? You're just like, I feel more for this person. You go on your merry way.
But what if there's not a feeling of more, and it's just...
Well, that sounds really complicated.
Maybe get a therapist. You're both equal, and you're going to let a therapist like, I think you should pick no one. That's what a therapist would say.
They'd say, I think you should pick no one. I think they would focus on a lot of self-inflection versus that. I mean, at least my experience with therapists, I did ghost mine, so I don't know if I have a lot of
I feel like that
advice.
Maybe just what each person brings to the table, and then when you think about certain things, there will become an inevitable point where you have to let someone go.
Exactly.
And you'd have to give that person a reason, but that reason wouldn't take into account the fact that there's someone else, and for that reason, they just match up better than me. And my therapist said, "Hey, bitch, you're not the pick."
But I mean, that's just life. You mesh better with certain people than you do others. That's not a personal attack on anyone. That's just how it is.
What if you don't want that person to go? What if you want to keep that closeness? What if you don't want anything to change?
Could be a touch selfish.
So?
But I guess, you know what? We're not in this person's head. We don't know.
So, I feel like...
It's all speculation.
You should just keep it going. My boy, keep it going.
Might as well.
Keep it going until...
Just be careful.
Yeah, until things change out of your control. As long as you can control them, you're in the driver's seat. You have nothing to worry about.
Absolutely.
Until one of them says, hey, for some reason this isn't going where I thought it would go, or where I hope it would go now. Just play both sides. Give both of them everything that you have.
Well...
And just hope,
I guess that's advice, for sure.
And just hope that they don't find out of each other. If they know about each other...
You're cooked.
You're cooked. You're cooked. Then the person who knows about the other, you have to show her special attention just to make sure that she knows what you really feel for her is actually true. And then if you're going out of your way to do more for her, you've already actually picked. But that person...
Not actually, though.
But that person might not, realize it.
Maybe not.
They might be a little self-centered. Fuck that hoe. Fuck all of them.
Yeah, you know what? Some people are self-centered.
Fuck all of them.
And honestly, I can relate to that bitch. I'm self-centered as fuck.
Exactly.
Only I matter. At the end of the day.
Fuck all of them. Get ED. Watch porn until you fucking cook every cell.
Be like that one motherfucker with the 6.5 year porn addiction. Don't be able to fuck your girlfriend anymore, actually. Tell her she's not the problem.
If you can't get up, I think
get into that open relationship. Fuck it up.
Ooh, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up.
Fuck it up.
I don't think that I'd ever I don't see myself with a problem getting up. If you can't get up for some porn, you're just...
Yeah. I mean, it could be a medical issue, we'll say that. But if it's just from watching too much porn...
yeah, what are you watching desensitize you to that point? You have to be watching some,
the craziest shit.
The craziest.
The craziest, most, nasty...
Yeah, to where
diabolical type shit.
Yeah, to where some poems right in front of your face, and you just can't.
You're like, that's not enough. I actually need it to be hanging from the ceiling.
No, I need the. I need the meat. Fucked. I need the meat just abused.
I need the insane production value of this video that I watched the other day, and you're not providing that. So
maybe she should step her game up. And get one of those. What do you call them shits? The bad dragons. Is that a thing? That's the thing.
Is that...
That's the thing, right? Is it?
Those weird-ass fucking things?
Okay, if you feel I feel like you're somewhat on the same page, okay.
I'm on the same page. Okay. It's disturbing.
Get you one of them weird-ass things, and maybe if you just start to...
Just use it in front of him.
Yeah, just beat the shit out of yourself. Maybe he'll be like, this is what I see in the videos. I'm ready.
No, don't change what you want and cater yourself to a man.
You can always abuse. I feel like physical abuse would wake someone up.
Beat him?
Slap the shit out of him and just grab.
Let's not advocate for beating him. No, have a meaningful conversation. If that doesn't work, then maybe hit him once or twice. But
that woman needs to choose herself.
Oh, absolutely.
She's doing absolutely too much for him.
You'll find someone who doesn't have a porn addiction.
Exactly.
And then gets it up immediately. Just explore. It'll be fine.
Find someone to beat your beef box as it should.
Those 6.5 years, she's probably like deeply in love.
6.5 years. Damn.
That's way too
They ain't
fucking
even
long.
married. God, what are you doing, girl?
Yeah, wait. Why wasn't the first red flag that he didn't like get engaged with you?
The fact that he can't fucking you just doing it with porn? Yo, you're fucking a loser. Let him go.
You know what? Both of
him.
you bitches get help.
Cut him loose. And that has been this.
That has been the podcast.
That's been this week's episode of Devious Thoughts.
Yes.
And we'd like to thank you all for tuning in.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you for being a little bit devious with us.
Coming in with an open mind. Being open to the crazy ass shit we say.
Yes, the freakiness
Yes.
of life. Oh my god, that's like the circle of life. The freakiness of life.
Well, don't sing it.
Yes.
No.
And would you like to close this out?
Closing out?
Yes. You know.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. She's a little slow.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. Thanks for tuning into the Devious Thoughts podcast. We're inclusive or intrusive.
It's included.
Yeah. Oh, I'm stupid. Bye.
Bye. Yo, you gotta fix your whole life.